Hey there, welcome to my channel. Back at the park today. I want to talk to you today about legacy. I attended a funeral. Um, just to be very clear, this was not a funeral for a very close friend. I would consider this man to be an acquaintance of mine. He works in my field and he works in the area, the same general community that I work in. He's someone that I had the opportunity to meet with and work with on numerous occasions, but I would not consider us close friends. We're in essence counterparts. We're in essence colleagues. We basically work in the same field. He was around the same age as me. He'd been in the field for around the same amount of time that I have. We run in the same circles. We know the same people. It was a extremely well attended funeral. A lot of people were there. Service was very powerful. It was an excellent service. Everyone that spoke at his service was very, very good. It was an amazing tribute to a man. It got me to thinking about legacy. I was taken aback by the volume of people that were there and the words that they said about him. And it got me to thinking about my legacy. What do I want people to say about me at my funeral? I had a really overwhelming sense of this man did it right. He did it right. He was a good friend. He was a good coworker. He was a man of God. And I thought, how wonderful it must be to be able to live a life and leave a legacy that he did of such positive energy. So many wonderful things said about him. I'm sitting in this church watching all these pictures go by of this man as a young child and adolescent, when him and his wife were young. They obviously first met, newlywed photos, small children photos, kids growing up. It was a very meaningful situation for me because here I am in the throes of midlife, struggling with my mortality, and a man that is the same age as me, in the same field that I'm in the same community that I'm in, and he's gone, and he left a wife and two children behind. It makes you really think. You know, that's what midlife is, man. Part of midlife is grappling with your mortality, and when something like this happens, it slaps you in the face. You get slapped in the face with your mortality like this, and you better listen. I think it's God telling you it's time for you to be who I meant you to be. This is one of those things that you are inevitably going to struggle with in midlife. And it's just part of the process. And as I've said before, I think it's a good thing. We should all be thinking about how we want to be remembered. We should all be thinking about, how do I live my best life? How do I become the best version of myself? Being your true self and being who you were meant to be, it's not selfish. You don't have to live for others. I do believe in God. I believe that Jesus was the Son of God and that he died for our sins. What an amazing love that is. And whatever you've done, whatever you're holding on to, you're good enough for his forgiveness. You're good enough. I'm good enough. My legacy will be what I make it. I can choose to live intentionally, or I can just continue to drift through life. You know, it's just part of midlife, grappling with these sort of things. It's a difficult thing to struggle with, your own mortality. But dealing with that, working through that, is better than the alternative. What's the alternative? Just bouncing around, going from point A to point B with no direction, dealing with all the negative thoughts, the issues, without really asking yourself, what's going on? Not allowing yourself to consider that things could be better. The midlife process, it happens for a reason. You got to wrap your arms around it, hang on for the ride. You don't let it run you over, because it will. You know, the good thing about a funeral, that sounds ridiculous, particularly a funeral for somebody who really lived life intentionally, with heart, with a passion for Christ, with a desire to touch the lives of others in a positive way. That is something. It's an inspiration. It inspires me to want to be a better man. If you have a friend, an acquaintance, somebody in your periphery, and they pass away, God forbid, and you're sitting around thinking, should I go to this? I don't want to go. Pull out your Sunday best, get dressed, and go. At the very least, it's something that you put in your brain pan that is going to fill you up as long as you allow it to. That's the thing. A lot of things in life can have a positive effect, can have an enriching effect on you and your psyche, if you allow them to, or they can destroy you piece by piece, little by little. If you're struggling with your mortality, just know you're not alone. It's tough. It's not easy. When you get older, and when the days are fewer in front of you than the ones behind you, it's not the greatest thing. Hey, listen, if you've stuck around this long, I sure appreciate you listening to my rambling speech today. I sure hope that you found something useful out of it. I sure hope that there's somebody out there that can find something in what I'm talking about that resonates with them. If you did stick around to the end here, sure would appreciate, if nothing else, a comment down below just to say hi. It would mean the world to me. Again, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you guys. If you see fit, I sure would like to see you in the next one. Take care.